Jungkook's point of view. The sound of my alarm was what brought me back to earth. It had been ringing for God knows how long, and I still wasn't able to gain consciousness. With the utmost effort for a couple of minutes, I opened my eyes and the bitterness in my mouth said a lot of things. I shouldn't have drunk this much. Getting on seating position, I found myself in my gallery. Thankfully, the floor was carpeted, but I still could feel my muscles ache. I am a human after all. I smiled at the painting in front of me. I painted another beautiful memory. Her smile in that yellow frock with a baby rabbit in her arms. And then I sighed, realizing I was the one who snatched that away, her smile. I know I have caged her, I know I have took away her freedom, but I would rather want her alive in this cage than dead on the streets. It was 7 and I walked to my room and there she was, curled up in the corner. Sighingly, I walked up to her only to find her tear-stained cheeks, puffed and swollen eyes. It's all because of me. Fixing her blanket, I went for a bath. I needed some time to think things through and to get rid of the smell. I reeked of alcohol, I know. She was still asleep soundlessly after I dressed up, and yeah, I made a decision. I'm just trying to protect her by playing the devil here, but as long as she's safe, I'm okay. Wayan's point of view. Princess, I could hear faint sounds from far away. Everything was blurry. I knew it was a dream, but I couldn't wake up. Wake up, princess. A voice that could melt your eyes and embrace your heart. A voice that even if you hear it for centuries and never get bored of it. It was his voice. Babe, wake up already, And this once when I opened my eyes, I found the familiar ceiling and relief washed over me. I felt his presence besides me and turned my head to look at him, my husband. A fact I'm still trying to digest. I am a person who was fond of fairy tales but ended up in a hellhole. He smiled and caressed my cheek with his right hand and then pecked my forehead, murmuring a morning love, and I just nodded. I got into sitting position when he hugged me from behind, wrapping his arms around my waist and nuzzling his nose in my neck. Why did you wake me up? You don't want to be late for college, do you? I turned my head in an instant and stared at him with shock, but he chuckled. I swear I felt butterflies with that. Few weeks ago, he restricted me from going to college. I was super angry at him from there on. Now look at him turning softy and letting me go to college again. Okay, sassy wine mode on. I crossed my arms, tearing away my eyes from his face and huffing. I told you I will go. He nuzzled his nose more in my neck, nodding. For a few moments, we stayed like that. He pecked my shoulder once in a while and I was lost deep in thoughts. Maybe he ain't that bad of a person. I took a quick shower and wore simple top with blue jeans, not to mention my white sneakers. It was a dreamy day. We talked during our breakfast as if we were besties. My maid Mary even prepared a cute lunchbox for me. It's been ages since I got one, and I may have shed a tear without realizing. I didn't realize it until Jango pecked my right eye, saying, I don't like it when you cry. He dropped me to college. This time it was me who pecked his cheek as a goodbye kiss. I only realized it after I was walking to the gate and looked behind to see him smirking at me. What have I done? It's okay. It's alright, calm down. It was unintentional. I didn't do it deliberately, but it was still me. I dashed into college without looking back. I have lost my senses. Let me be. Instead of planning an escape, I focused on my pending work and made up for missed classes. I was too busy to think about it, or maybe I was avoiding it. Whatever, I have got a husband now. It's been a week since I have been going to college and things have been going alright. Not normal, I said, alright, and I didn't try to escape from him. This is a first. I didn't even try. Second, I saw some people suspiciously looking at me in college, and when I told Jungkook, he said there were special guards for my protection. I should have been annoyed, but honestly, these royalties give me nothing but butterflies. I woke up with a strange sound piercing my ears, freaking who is disturbing my sleep on a Sunday morning. I kicked around and changed my side a few times, and ultimately gave up in the end. Opening my eyes, I swear I wanted to kiss the heavens to bless me such holy moly sight. A shirtless Jeon Jungkook drying his wet hair looking in the mirror. If his back is this intimidating, then his front. I clenched down the sheets staring at his bare back shamelessly. Honestly, I have seen many naked bodies, but his, it's tempting, just perfect. Not too thin but not too buff. The proportions are just perfect. My eyeballs were about to fall out when he changed his direction a little, and now I could make it out his abs. I can't handle anymore. But that didn't end there. A droplet of water fell from his hair to shoulder, and then his tits going down and down until it ended at the hem of his pants. I swear I have never felt this jealous of water before. Wait, what the hell am I thinking? Stop drooling over him. Even if he looks like a whole course meal, just stop it. The click sound brought me back to earth, and I realized he turned off the dryer. I was quick to settle in sheets and pretend I was asleep, but I was so wrong. I held in my breath, keeping up my act until I know you're awake, love, and that's when my soul left my body. Jungkook's point of view. I was drying my hair when I heard shuffling of sheets and I knew who it was, all thanks to my sharp ears. I looked at her in the mirror and I noticed the annoyed expression, adorable. What amused me was the sudden change in her expression, her doe eyes getting sharper and lips parting. Her gaze was on my back and I smirked. So my innocent little kitten ain't that innocent of a person. I wasn't thinking of a thirst trap, but since she was already up to it, why not keep up with it? And I have never felt this satisfaction for long. Her expressions were more than enough to know her viewpoint of me. Too bad I can read through people. And I won't let this one slide, so I turned off the dryer and walked up to her. Her attempt to pretend to sleep was cute, but she should focus on her eyelids. They were literally shaking. I know the kind of effect I have on her. I know you are awake, love. Let's play, kitten. Wyan's point of view. I felt sudden rush of adrenaline when he said that. This couldn't get any worse. I realized he was kneeling in front of me when I felt his hot breath fanning my lips and ended up sitting in shock. I tried not to notice him biting his lips to hide his smile, but he couldn't, though it was hot of him. I tried to laugh it away and said I should better wash up when he trapped me between his arms. My back was with bedstand and his arms on either side of me. I tried to avoid his gaze out of embarrassment, but ended up staring at his nipples like a pervert. When I met his eyes again, his eyes were already on my lips and I tried to brush it away, but I knew it too well what he wanted, what I wanted. I still regret saying no to those luscious lips, and it's been a week since I have felt that warmth. I know what he was doing. He knew I wanted it, but again he's playing hard to get, and I surrendered. Right now I just wanted him to kiss me. Kiss me. Wait, did I just say that out loud? Ah, no way! And next moment I was gripping on his shoulders hard. He pulled me to him with one hand on my cheek and the other on the small of my back. The kiss was anything but sweet. However, I couldn't deny the fact that he was trying to be gentle. I was now on his lap with my legs on either side of his waist. And that brief eye contact, oh my god, I'm dead. I never thought I would be this shameless, but I enjoyed the moment though. I know I was gonna hate myself for this, but I don't care anymore. And the following 2 hours I spent in the shower alone. I somehow escaped when reality dawned upon me. And now I was trying to wash away the embarrassment. But my swollen lips, heated stomach, and blushed cheeks said it all. What is wrong with you, Ryan? Ryan's point of view. And the torturous period is here. I have never been a fan of exams, but again, this is how it works. After these exams, only 2 more semesters, I'll be free. Free from all exams, only one more year. I barely got any sleep and had to stay up till late night to study. I'm not a night owl, but the fact I had missed so many classes is hitting hard right now. After dinner with Jango, I would lock myself up in the guest room and come to sleep about 3 or 4 in the morning and wake up at 7. It's evident from my eye bags. But all thanks to the male who would drop by to give gentle hug and silently leave. I shouldn't be owing him, but heck I am. He is a boba bowl. On the first exam, Jango pecked my forehead saying, "Good luck baby and don't stress yourself." I swear if he had kissed me at that time, I would have actually lost my senses. But gladly he didn't, though I wished he did. 2 damn weeks passed by in a very slow pace. But the best thing was when I would crawl into her sheets and Jango would hug me in his sleep. I may or may not have hugged him back. Finally, I walked out of the exam hall stretching myself. My last exam ends here. Here comes freedom. Letting out a sigh in relief, I made my way towards my locker, but someone grabbed my wrist and pushed me to the lockers. I let out a faint scream as I groaned, and then my eyes met hers, and a frown unconsciously overtook my face. What is your problem, Lena? Usually, I play the role of nerd, but she messed with the wrong person. Lena, the female hoe of the campus, the leader of Pick Me Gang, when I know she's got nothing but artificial looks. I heard you have found yourself a sugar daddy. She moved her head closer to me while I held in my breath. Her perfume was blocking my nerves. Yuck. How about you introduce one to me? I smirked at her and then gave a sudden push, but she balanced herself just in time. You wish was the only thing I said. I was held by my hair when I groaned. No one has ever done that to me. I am mad very much. I was being nice, but just as she rose her hand to slap me, I pulled a half Nelson about her neck and now she was kneeling on the ground while I was holding her arm behind her back. I twisted it violently and getting closer to her ear, I spoke loud enough. You better mind your own business instead. I saw her friends coming my way and pushed her harshly to the ground. And don't you dare lay your filthy hands on me. I smiled, more like smirked, hearing her muffled tantrums. Gosh, I can't believe I did that, proud of myself. She deserved that anyways. I smiled as Jango texted he arrived. I'm here, love. Well, I love it when he calls me names. As I was walking through the ground, making my way to the gate after returning books to the library, I was pulled in a strong hug.